What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Alright, we're coming back to Gacharic Spin. Yes, indeed, Gacharic Spin fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi bob, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Home Gnome and SMB, and this is actually one of SMB's 3 prioritized requests for the month of January for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, SMB. I hope you enjoy the show, and you as well, Home Gnome. They both want to see me react to this song by Gacharic Spin called Redline. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, hang on, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by HMV5, okay? And the video has 90,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Live, Gacharic Spin, Redline 2019. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I love the drummer counting it off Jerry only style. Nice modulation. I love watching Oreo, man. She is just so much fun to watch back there on that keyboard. Back to that halftime feel again. I'm digging that halftime feel. I really am. And don't get me wrong, the straight time, fast, upbeat, driving, yeah, it's definitely there. Feels good, don't get me wrong. But when they switch to the halftime, and they got that, you know, on the snare on the 3, man, that feels good. It really does. It's a very nice switch up. I'm trying to think of a nice way to say this. because I mean absolutely no disrespect when I see this. It's a very typical Gacharic Spin live performance. It's everything I expect. They're hitting all my expectations. High energy, great stage interaction, great crowd interaction, great stage energy, animation, movement and motion, stage presence. It's all there. Showmanship, all there. And everybody, not just from one or two people, the entire band is participating in it. Even the drummer is participating in it. I gotta give a special shout out to that drummer. I love how she started off the song, counting off 1, 2, 3, 4, like Jerry only. Only Jerry only would have done it like 10 times faster. But still, having that count off, it gave it a little bit of that. I know it's okay. I know it's not a punk song, but having her count off 1, 2, 3, 4 before the song started kind of gave it a little bit of that punk attitude. I dug it. I dug that. That was really, really cool. Let's keep going here. Breakdown section. Nice editing job, adding the transparency. Nice. The opacity filters, always a nice thing to kind of layer things over. Nice job on the editing. Yeah, the energy is it's typical. It's through the roof. Digging everything I'm hearing. I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Oh, that's great. I had a thought in my head and it just went whoop. Boy, man, don't you love it when that happens? What was I gonna say? Oh, the accents. The accents. Done, 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 done. Really nice. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah. On every third eighth, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and yeah. Done, 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 done. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Every third eighth. So 1, 2, 5. Yeah. So you do 3/8. Accent on the fourth. 5. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. Just checking my math in my head. Very effective. Very effective use of accents. Again, just kind of does that really add anything as far as power and drive to the song? Slightly in a little bit, but more importantly, what it does is it breaks up, and don't take this the wrong way, folks, okay? It breaks up the monotony of the song, okay? Let's be honest, when you're doing the same riff over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, it can get a little monotonous. So when you throw in those little accents, those little curveballs, those little swerves, it's a nice thing. And then you get right back into the groove again, and there's nothing wrong with it. Showmanship's there, energy's there. I mean, it's all there. Crowd interaction, stage interaction, it's all there. It's everything I expect from Gacharic Spin. It's hitting for par. Let's keep going. Let's finish this out, and we'll get to the review. da 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 da. Pause. Boom. Good ending. Solid ending. Honestly, there's really not a lot to talk about. There really isn't. I've said pretty much everything I needed to say during the course of the reaction, so it's gonna be a short review. I'm sorry. I know people expect long reviews from me, but I just don't see the point in having a long review. If I can get it done in 3 minutes, then get it done in 3 minutes. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Gacharic Spin with Redline. This was a request from Home Gnome and SMB, and this was actually one of SMB's 3 prioritized requests for the month of January for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, SMB. Hope you enjoyed the show, and you as well, Home Gnome. Okay, guys, seriously, I tried. I tried to elongate this review and make it longer, but because I know everybody's got this impression that if I have a short review, that means I didn't like the song. No, actually, quite honestly, folks, if the review's long, it could be because I really loved it, or it could be because I hated it, and I just needed a lot of time to explain why I hated it. If I have a short review, it doesn't mean I hated the song at all. I mean, maybe I did, but usually if it's a long review, there's a stronger possibility I hated it. If it's a short review, it just means I really don't have a whole lot to talk about because I talked about it during the reaction, which is exactly what happened here. So just because this is going to be a short review, don't get it twisted, guys. Especially, I can guarantee you, once you get the rating that I'm going to give this, I think this should clear up any confusion in regards to that. Out of a possible 5 stars, I'm going to give that 5 stars. Yep, 5 out of 5 stars. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score I feel this song and this performance deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I'm going to tell you why, but there ain't going to be a whole lot to talk about because I already did it during the reaction. They did absolutely everything I was expecting from the live performance. They were hitting on all cylinders. They were hitting for par. Absolutely nothing wrong with anything they did. They did everything I was expecting and then some. Stage energy was there. Stage presence was there. Stage interaction was there. Crowd interaction was there. Showmanship was there. And believe it or not, production was there. They had the cannons go off with the confetti and the streamers and the ribbons. And yeah, that's production. It absolutely is. And I wasn't expecting that part. But they did it, and they pulled it off well. Everything else, they were firing on all cylinders, did everything I was hoping for and everything I was expecting from them. So I have absolutely no complaints about the live show. As far as the song itself goes, it's your typical Gacharic Spin, upbeat feeling type of song. The energy and the drive were there. The feel-good chordal progressions were there. A lot of major key resolution, very little minor usage, which is very typical of them. The song felt good. It was grooving. It had some funk to it, thanks to the bass player. I love watching Oreo back there rocking out on the keyboard. I am so sick and tired of seeing. I just recently went and saw a band. No one you've heard of, I guarantee you. But I went and saw a band perform, and they had a keyboard player. Dear Lord, I don't get it. Especially when the keyboard player for over a minute didn't even play. And they just stood there. At one point, he stood there with his arms crossed, just waiting for and he stood there for about 30 seconds. And then with 10 seconds to go, he uncrossed his arms and, got his settings right and came back in and played. But for over a minute, he literally stood there when he could have come out. And the thing is, this was not like an emo band. This wasn't like, life sucks and life's terrible and we're gonna be all moody and broody, and that wasn't like that. It was a rockin' band. And the guitar player, God bless him, the guitar player was a lot of fun to watch. The bass player was a lot of fun to watch. The lead vocalist moved around a little bit, but that keyboard player, I just couldn't take my eyes off of him because it was such a disappointment to see him just stand there. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding. There's so many opportunities, and it didn't just happen once, it happened several times. where there was a gap of at least 30 seconds where he wasn't doing anything and he literally just stood there. No crowd interaction, no interacting with anybody else in the band, no moving off away from his keyboard and walking around the stage. Just walk, man. You don't have to run. Just walk around the stage a little bit. Didn't even stand back there and pump his fist or interact with the crowd or nothing. He just stood there. Boring as hell to watch. I love watching Oreo. Oreo knows how to do it right. Oreo knows how to put on a good show while being behind her keyboard. And she looks great doing it. I love her, man. I love everything about her. Everybody in the band did a great job. Everybody sounded good. Everybody, I mean, instrumentationally, everything sounded just fine. Everything sounded clean. It was a fun song to listen to. Some great modulations. I love the play on feel. Switching to that halftime feel. That's my favorite part in this song. Even though don't get me wrong, I love the straight time. I love the energy and the drive of the straight time. But man, that halftime feel felt good. It really did. It was a nice contrast. And then those accents. Way to break up the monotony of the song. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's just that is the nature of the beast. When you play the same progression over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, it's going to get monotonous. So having those accents in there to break things up a little bit, very effective. And I got to give them props where I got to give them. So yeah, 5 stars out of 5. I enjoyed this. I had a great time listening to it. Not going to lie, I tried to get on my phone to look up the names because I'm having a really hard time remembering everybody's name.
You're a goddamn disgrace!
And I just, you know what? I'm not gonna cheat. I'm not gonna cheat. If I'm gonna learn the names, I'm gonna learn them legit. So that's why you saw me looking down a couple times. I was looking at my phone trying to get the names, and I said, you know what? What am I doing? That's cheating. I'm not a cheater. No, if I'm gonna learn the names, I'm gonna learn the names. I'm gonna keep trying, folks. I know I screwed up their names a couple of times now, so I'm gonna keep trying. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna quit.
And that, my friends, is called integrity.
I'm gonna get them eventually. Just I suck with names, guys. I really do. So nothing personal against the girls. I promise you, it's nothing personal against them. Nothing personal against you guys either. It's just I am terrible with names. But anyway, I digress. 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely believe that is the score that this song and this performance deserve. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So, 5 out of 5 stars. Final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then well, by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.